got another update for you. It's about 50 hours since we created the account, and last night I noticed that I was doing pretty well in this novice tournament. I was going to get second place, which is actually perfect on this account because we don't actually want the ancient shard, and the gems are super nice. So we're going to pick up these gems, but even better, or at least another bonus in addition to that, is last night when I saw I was likely going to get in the top three, I grabbed the clan quest to finish top three position in a tournament group. So we were able to collect one of those as well, which is super cool. So I've grabbed that. I need to go through and find out um, what campaign quest I want to do again or next, or I might end up doing, or sorry, what clan quest. I might end up grabbing the rare shields from the campaign again and actually doing some farming of a campaign boss. I think it can be pretty reasonable to get some decent starter gear, actually. So we'll see about that. I'm not quite in Tag Arena. I would love to get into Tag Arena because these ones are super easy. Like it places increase attack buffs and speed buffs and stuff. Should be able to do that super easy. But all these elite quests are for Tag and um, not for a classic arena. So I don't know. We'll have to see about that. I'm going to give it a little while just to see where I end up because I think, yeah, before I grab the shield quest, I just want to make sure. I don't want to run into a situation like last time. I'm sure I won't. I'm sure it should be pretty easy. Um, but I'm going to wait just until I'm ready to start farming to grab that quest just in case. Other than that, that 75 gems we got gave us the 800 we need to get our masteries. So we're about 50 hours in, and now we can completely master out Shieldguard, which is pretty cool because he's only level 50 still. But this will help a lot. So I'm going to pull up my mastery setup here, and we're just going to grab these. I'm doing his build a little bit different. I want to get the heal lower than 50%. I want to get the increased speed for enemies killed because he's going to be a solo champion in a lot of content for me right now. So that's why I'm doing that. Damage for each dead allies. Yes, again, solo champion. Cycle of violence I really like. Sometimes it can be really fun because he gets all that turn meter when he crits. He can end up in a situation where he just slams out the same A2 skull over and over again when it resets due to cycle of violence, and he gets another turn, slams it out again, slams it out again, and then gets a third turn. It can be fun. One thing, okay, so we're grabbing kill streak again because he's doing a lot of the killing. Since he's a solo, one thing I'm grabbing that's a little different is Blood Shield. I've grabbed this before when I was messing around with this on a different account, the same strategy, and I actually really like this mastery when you're just kind of early on before you can like super easily do all the content you want when you're soloing, like campaign farming and stuff. This just makes it so easy. This 15% HP every time you kill an enemy, super super cozy. So we're gonna grab that for now. Like I said, I might redo these later to focus more on damage, but at the moment a little bit of survivability is going to help them a lot. So then we're going to grab the defense tree. Pretty standard stuff over here. Resurgent, we're going to grab delay death, and then we're going to grab retribution. And that's pretty much the masteries. We can't unlock this yet because we're not rank 6, so we'll grab War Master when we hit rank 6. I know, like, Hell Hades and stuff recommends Helm Smasher and stuff, which we might switch to again at some point, but not until we have like a full clan boss team and other things where everyone has War Master. Right now we want War Master to be our main solo. But yeah, got Shieldguard all mastered out. I'm still going to farm uh, this 3 stars in the campaign. I actually haven't done all of that yet in normal or in hard, but I want the gems anyway. The first thing I'm going to unlock actually is going to be the extra slots in the market. Because I actually use the market very heavily. I know a lot of content creators like are down on the market, but I think the market is, I don't want to say great, but I check it every single hour to grab mystery shards, and also like the gear you can get in here is pretty decent for like brand new accounts, especially things like shield set, which are really hard to get for Fire Knight. on early accounts because Fire Knight's one of the hardest dungeons for early accounts, at least in terms of like the main gear dungeons. So yeah, getting a shield set in here is pretty nice. And then getting mystery shards. Like on my main account, I never farm campaign. I get all of my mystery shards by just from coming into the market. So I really think the market's worth it. And then, yeah, we'll talk about what I'm going to do with my gems after that when we get to that point. But yeah, that's the plan. I used RSL Helper to farm overnight, so I have no energy. So it's going to take me a minute to, go through and get all the 3 stars in the campaign. But we're off to a good start, about 50 hours in. Got our Masteries, got our Shieldguard level 50. We're leveling up food. And yeah, hopefully we can 6-star them soon, and we're all fine and dandy. So cool. I'll see you guys in the next update. Cheers. Hey, we're back with another update. It is just past the reset time on our 4th reset. If we look at the daily login rewards, this is the 4th one. And we've been making some good progress. So I've just been slowly using my energy throughout the day. We finished 3-starring the normal campaign up to the 210 gem reward. I decided not to finish all the way up to the 252 because the brews or whatever, I don't really care about them that much. And since we're not pulling any shards on this account other than mystery shards, I didn't feel like it was worth it to go up and get the void shard. Instead, we've been over at the hard campaign, again farming up the 3 stars. The main thing I'm interested in here is getting a chance at some accessories that might be usable and getting the gems. So I'm going to go ahead and claim these gems here. That was 75, puts us up at 140. And that should give me the power to unlock my very last market slot. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I mentioned earlier that I really like the market. I literally set a timer and check this every single hour, looking for gear. The main thing I really want to pick up is some shield set gear. I'd love something with like a bottom row piece with HP on it, either boots, gloves, or chest, preferably chest or gloves instead of boots. But yeah, we're looking for some sort of shield set thing so we can combine with the shield set reward we got for doing the Fire Knight mission a while back. Other than that, there's I'm interested in trying a strategy. I've never done this before, but I think it could be really strong. So one of the main things I want to do or prioritize is advanced quests. These are going to unlock at level 35, and finishing all the advanced quests every day will give you an extra energy refill. And so my goal is to be able to finish those advanced quests every single day as quickly as possible. Like my goal more than anything else is I want to be able to make sure I can get the advanced quests done, all of them done every single day, and get that extra energy refill, because that will be huge for this account. And there's a few advanced quests that are important blockers in that. One, I need to be able to use my silver keys at Doom Tower. So I need to be able to get through the first 10 stages of Doom Tower and farm the first boss. I don't really care about progressing past that. I mean, I would like to progress past that, but once you do, those are like one-time rewards you get for that day. Whereas being able just to do the quest is going to make sure I can get that quest progression done every single day. I'm going to get an extra energy refill, which is huge if I can do it. So I need to, that's number one. I need to survive 20 turns in Clan Boss. That should be relatively easy. It's not the hardest one. I just need a champion that's tanky enough, and Shieldguard should be able to do it as soon as I get him to tier 6. So that's on my mind. But another one that's going to be a big blocker is being able to kill a clan or a boss in Faction Wars. That is one of the quests that you can get. And so I really want to be able to make a Faction War team, quote unquote, that can at least kill a boss for every single faction. And so what I'm going to try and do is level up a bunch of uncommon champions to level 40, put just enough gear on them so that they can kill that boss for the quest when I need them, and then as I need to level up food or need to rank up new champions, I can just dump those uncommons and use them as chickens, right? So the idea is, okay, get them to that position, and then just start using them as food as I need them. But they can serve another purpose in addition to being food while I have them. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. And one of the reason I mentioned this in the context of the market is one of the things it lets me do is very selectively choose champions that are good for that purpose. So I actually see two in here that I'm kind of interested in. One is Outlaw Monk, which I think I will go ahead and pick him up. And the other is Satyr. Satyr has this really nice I was going to say A3, but I guess he only has two skills. A2 ability, where he hits 4 times and decreases the turn meter if it's critical. This is actually, I think, could be pretty interesting for the boss. He's not the most important HP champion or a Skinwalker's champion, though, so I might actually not spend a silver on that because I'll probably pick one up from shards anyway. One of the ones that's more interesting to me in that faction is actually Windtalker here, who has big version of increased defense and heals an ally. It can actually be on a 2-turn cooldown if you book him out, but I probably won't book him. Although I might, to be honest, because like I said, we're not pulling shards on this account, so this guy might actually be pretty useful in faction wars going forward. We'll have to see. Either way, point is, I want to be able to buy anything that shows up in the market, so that's my top priority in terms of using my gems. Getting more gems is definitely key. I'm really excited to get these 300 gems. I was so dumb. I sold one of my boots, or I sold all of my boots except for one that has attack percent as the primary stats, because I totally forgot. I thought it was done once I finished all the challenge missions. I totally forgot that there was another mission where I need attack percent boots. So I'm stuck on this mission until I farm some more of those, and I just haven't been it hasn't been a priority quite yet because I'm just doing that campaign. But as soon as I finish 3-starring the hard campaign here, I will go farm stage 6 on one of these things while I'm leveling my food and try and get another attack percent boot. I don't think it has to be in any specific set, so I'll probably, ideally I'd do it on like Brimstone Path if I can actually get there with the Shieldguard, which I think I should be able to do, but we'll figure that out as we go. But yeah, right now, today, I'm mostly just dumping all my energy to finish these 3 stars. Hopefully we'll get that mostly done, and then we can start working up more food to get him to 6-star, which will be a big, big bonus. Other than that, nothing else too exciting. I am refreshing this every 15 minutes, looking for one-man fights. Here, we can take this. Whoops, I'm out of tokens. Let's grab that. We'll go ahead. I have like a joke of a team still. It's just like basically the Shieldguard. We haven't really built a team, so we just look for easy wins like this. Unfortunately, my win rate isn't very good because I've been I had to get that clan quest done where we like really needed to get decreased defense on as many things as possible, so I was taking fights I wasn't sure I was going to win. But still, if we look at the Great Hall, I've done, what is that, 87 fights in 4 days, which I think is pretty good. Our win rate's 85%, but hopefully we'll see that start to increase a lot as I become a lot more selective with the fights that I take. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. We'll go through this energy that we have today, farming the campaign, and probably nothing too exciting will happen. Tomorrow, I don't think is going to be particularly exciting as well, but the day after, we'll get this 500 energy, which is a big boost. That'll be pretty nice. Weekly quests, how are we doing on that? Yeah, we have 2 more days until these reset. Oh, I forgot. I am going to get this 200 energy from the Classic Arena. So actually, I take that back. We might actually be able to make some decent progress today thanks to this, which will be pretty cool. But anyway, I'll come back to you at some point and let you know when we've made some progress. But I think we're chugging along pretty well. Hopefully, we can get Shieldguard to 6-star in the next few days, and then we'll start ranking up a bunch of uncommon champions to level 40 and working on grinding some of the rares I want to win for campaign to use as part of like my main team, since again we're not pulling any shards on this account. So that's where we're at. Cheers.